Whoops. Let's mute that. I don't want to get told off for breaching terms of service or whatever by leaking LCS content. Hello, how you doing? Where's my timer? Let's get this. Set this to just 1 minute for now. Oh, where'd it go? There we go. We got timer. Okay. What is... LCS. These are the games. So we grab this. And then properties, browse. Not much. I'm just trying to get to what the fuck. Right. This image. Oh wait, I have it invisible. There we go. I was trying to figure out why I couldn't get the image to work. It was because I had it invisible. I'm just stupid, I guess. There we go. Oh wow, nice man. That's good to hear. Well, it's a Cloud9 draft analysis straight off the bat. Gonna be the best game of the day. I didn't actually look what the other games were, but I mean this is the main one. Join the Prince fan club. We all love a bit of Prince. This guy is something else. Schedule. We've got Dignitas EG, it's a bit boring. TSM 100 Thieves, a bit boring. TL Golden Guardians, a bit boring. The only game between two of the top 5 is the first one. But this is a banger though. This is an absolute banger. Missed the LS drafts? Yeah, me too. I think FlyQuest, the first 2 FlyQuest drafts were really nice. The one yesterday was terrible. But, well, it wasn't terrible, but it was bad. But I think they were just like ego picking, I guess. But it's kind of sad to see. I'm assuming the fact that FlyQuest is on the left means that FlyQuest are on blue. So I'll put Fly C9 for now. We'll see if anything changes. This website hasn't been updated in a while, so there's no Cassante. There's no Belveth. It could do with an update, or I could do with another site that actually has stuff. But I guess I'll just have this and then I'll like do Cassante or something like that. This. Is there not a way to... Ah, there you go, clear. I've not used this in a while. So, if we go over some things that I'm pretty certain will happen, I don't think they will give Prince Caitlyn. If they do, I think it's a big mistake. I don't think they will give Speaker Maokai. So I think this is pretty locked. I think we might see a Cassante ban on blue. Sante. What else? What else might we see? I wonder what happens with Jax then. Why exactly isn't Dash there? Seems like they just wanted to get rid of him for some reason. I have no idea about anything to do with production or cast members or anything. The only one I actually care about is Captain Flowers in NA anyway. Oh no, game delay, bro. I think we might see Ashban. What else do we think? Pause, any predictions? I think this looks pretty reasonable. I mean, I think Karma should be banned, but it hasn't been being banned, so I don't think it will be. Oh, I reckon we'll see this as well. I reckon we'll see these three. Kalista ban from blue? Possibly. I don't think Kalista's any good, but it could happen. I think could be this too. Could be Cassante Ash Heimerdinger on blue. Are we seeing any bans from mid? Oh, we might see a Rise ban. Maybe. Maybe something like this. Wait, no, it's Diplex. It's the Diplex guy. Do we see this? Or maybe Silas? What has he actually played so far? Akali, Silas, Ari, yeah. Okay. Yeah, he has basically the same champion pool as Zeka. Zeka plays Akali, Silas, Yone, Ari, Azir. I think it's going to be Heimerdinger. Probably. This is my prediction. I can't... How often are we going to get game delays, man? It's really sad. Wait, how long is this game delay? What did they say? 3 PM Pacific time. Pacific time. Bro, it's 2 PM! No! There's a whole hour of delay? Bro, what do we do for an hour? I just turned my stream on. We've got to do something for an hour. Alright, let's scrap LCS for now. We'll review something for the sake of it. Let's do the FlyQuest draft, because I'm going to make a video on this. So, first one was FlyQuest versus TL. At least then we're doing something, right? Instead of just start waiting. 1v1 you? No, I want to do draft content. Oh, I could draft 1v1 you, I guess. Let me just get rid of this. Okay, can get rid of the timer as well. Okay, so where's my epic pen? Give me the pen. I'll get rid of this as well. Schedule gone. And then go like this. Okay. Alright, so Renekton ban. Obviously bad. We all know this is bad. Cassante ban, I think this is pretty good on blue. Kassadin ban, I think this is pretty good on blue. So we'll give both of these a nice tick. This gets the cross of shame. Red side bans, Kindred. This is purely because it's Pyoshik. I think it's very respectful. Rise. This one's okay. This one is terrible. It's the cross of shame. This one's good. This one is like questionable. The issues we're seeing with this line is Kate is the biggest one. Like, you can't leave this open for blue. Then you have Mao also open, but I guess this is somewhat of a trade. Elise is not fairly broken. I disagree. Elise is dog shit, man. I hate Elise. Is sound only gone for you? It says my mic is picking up sound. Pause? Anyone? Can we get some, you can hear? Okay. Yeah, I guess it's you then, Sakura. So yeah, Kate, Mao, the other one is Karma. So I guess in a way this is okay for Fly. Because what I consider to be like the three things that red side should ban are all open. So if one of you gets Kate, or if blue gets Kate, right, then red will get Mao and Karma. And I think that's somewhat okay. The fact that you trade 2 for 1 here is like reasonable. So that's thoughts on bans. Hello, Tom. How you doing? How's my my fellow Tom doing? Good strong name, Tom. Lucian B1. Into this. Let's go back to the pink pen. The pink pen shows up easier. Lucian B1. So aside from all the things that I had up here that should be being picked way before Lucian should, the problem with this is that even if you think Lucian Nami is good, yes, Foz, what is wrong with you? I agree. Even if this is good, then you want to pick the Nami. Because if, let's say that Kate, I can't be bothered to draw them out again, but let's say Kate, Maokai, Karma are all banned, none of them are available, then what I think, like, one thing you can do here is you can do the Draven Nami, which denies this, and now you have Lucian, and the next best thing that we seem to see is Lulu, but Lucian Lulu loses really hard to Draven Nami, and it's just kind of doomed. So I think Lucian B1's really bad. I can't remember whether they actually picked the Lucian here. Oh, they did, because it's FlyQuest to select. So yeah, I think the B1 is already really bad from TL. Maokai, Karma, Caitlyn are all open. So I think the best thing you could do here would be to pick 2 of the 3 of Maokai, Karma, Caitlyn. I've seen my viewer count's gone up a lot for any of the 11 people that are now here that are wondering why we're doing this instead of watching the games. There's a 1-hour game delay on LCS, so gotta do this instead. So that I'm not just sat around doing nothing, I guess. So Zeri and okay. Oh, my Epic Pen's updating itself. Don't do that. Stop it. Right. I just told it to not. What is Impact's hair? I don't know, bro. He used to have like this whole ponytail thing going on. He looked like a samurai. Now, I don't know. Doomed. Okay, so Zeri. Zeri's okay here. Like, it's we've seen Zeri Yumi beats Lucian Nami, and so does Zeri Lulu. So on 3, you get to pick your choice of these 2, whichever one you want. I think this line is fine. You no longer have to worry about Caitlyn, because Lucian isn't a flex pick in this day and age, so Caitlyn is off the table. You don't have to worry about Maokai because you picked it. And to some degree you have to worry about Karma, but the fact that you're then not playing Lucian Nami, you're playing Lucian Karma just seems really odd, so I don't think you even need to worry about Karma either. So yeah, so far it's like really hard winning for FlyQuest. They actually ignore the 2 of the 3 red side ban broken champs that you would want to see, and they pick the one that's actually hardest for them to deal with. So FlyQuest definitely winning going into B2, B3, and we get Nami. Who would have seen that coming? And we get Jax. So I think this is fine. I think this is fine. This is bad. But once you're already in this position, let me just full screen it. Oh, that moves my stuff, doesn't it? Hang on. I think this is bad, but this is fine. Like, you kind of have to pick this. This is forced by your bad B1. So it's hard to, like, complain about the Nami, because what else are you going to do? And then the Jax, with Cassante banned, what are they going to play into it, really? Like, Gragas, Kennen, something like that? Surprise, surprise, Impact has a good matchup up his sleeve that not a lot of people in NA can actually play. We'll see that in a bit, but I think that's what TL are thinking. They're thinking, like, what are they actually going to play into our Jax? Jax is one of the two best tops on the patch. I think the two best tops are Cassante and Jax. So they want to secure that. So the B2, B3 from TL, I think is fine. The B1 just griefs the draft so hard that it forces this. And then we get Lulu on 3 for FlyQuest. I think Lulu is better than Yuumi here because it deals with Jax better. And also what I like about Lulu is that it has a much easier time resisting the lane phase against Lucian Nami and can often even win it. Because the Lulu has a lot better lane presence than the Yuumi, so I think the Lulu instead of Yuumi is the correct call for FlyQuest. And so far, I think Fly are drafting really well. Now I'm going to check who is DMing me on Discord, and we'll get into the second round of bans. I have no DMs on Discord. How strange. Anyway. Second round of bans. FlyQuest. Sedge. Oh yeah, Sedge. I forgot about Sedge. Sedge is something that you see a lot. I think it would make it a lot more sense for FlyQuest to pick it up here instead of Jax. I think Jax then does get banned, but there's way more you can do in top lane, and Sedge is like very, very good in the jungle, and you can also flex the Sedge into top. One thing that I think we might see someone try at some point is Jax jungle. I think Jax definitely has potential to jungle, and that can make him a two-way flex instead of just a pure blind top pick. Let me just make sure real quick that LCS isn't carrying on or anything. I'm sure someone would tell me if it was, but yeah. No, it's not. So yeah, Sedge, very good ban. I think it's really good for TL. So let's start thinking about what FlyQuest want. I would be banning like Gragas. Gragas is something that you often see picked into Jax. They could also play like a defensive Kennen. Really good matchup into Jax. They may also just want to go for something like an Ornn. Or, well, you'll see what Impact picks. I think it's really, really good what he goes for. What do they ban? They ban a Kali. I don't know why FlyQuest would ever want to pick a Kali in this situation. LeBlanc ban? I would not want to play LeBlanc into Maokai Lulu, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the LeBlanc ban is like... The Elise ban and the LeBlanc ban so far are the only issues I have with what FlyQuest are doing. Outside of that, they're drafting like really, really well, I think, overall. Silas on... Maybe they think that Vikla is actually Zeka. But it turns out he's not Zeka, he's Vikla. So what do we get on 4? We're leaving top to R5. Obviously, I really like leaving top to R5. I think Azir into what we're showing is... I mean, it's one of the best blind mids in the game. Azir, like, there's not too many things that are really, really good into it. I think the best two are like Akali, Yasuo. Akali's already banned. Are they really going to play Yasuo with... I guess they have Nami waivers set up, but then you've got triple AD solo lanes. You'd have to pull out something like Karthus or Diana, which, you know, I think would spice the game up, but I don't think it's something that's particularly in Team Liquid's wheelhouse. So the Azir is really nice. They go for... Why is he hovering Gnar and Fiora? They already have Jax. Maybe they're Jax jungle flexing. Oh my god. Yeah, they take the Vi on 4. This is this, but worse. Vi, I hate. I think it's really bad. The idea behind it is that she ults Zeri. But it really doesn't, like, Zeri doesn't really care. Like, Vi ults her, and then Lulu polymorphs Vi, and then these guys try to go, for Zeri, and Azir and Lulu, and also Maokai ult just say no. So, yeah, the Vi, you put yourself on a clock for no reason. Vi falls off really hard. She doesn't really accomplish anything other than single target lockdown. Which, the other thing is that Zeri's not even the only threat on this team. You've got a lot of damage coming out from Maokai. You've got a lot of damage coming out from Azir. Not only that, but the entire draft of FlyQuest so far is massively outranging Team Liquid. So it's really hard for Liquid to even approach at all. If this game, like looking at it right now, if it goes anywhere remotely past 15 minutes, FlyQuest just take over. And a lot of that comes down to the Vi pick, because sometimes you can see Lucian and Nami actually scale reasonably well. Obviously, Jax does scale very well in isolation, but the range is definitely an issue now. And then Diplex, not Diplex. Why am I talking about Diplex? I'm thinking about the game that's to come still. So they go for Syndra. I think Syndra, to some degree, helps. It gives like some really nice potential to make picks and make plays in the early mid game with Vi around mid lane. It can make the Azir somewhat vulnerable. Like a Syndra combo with a Vi ult can just delete Azir. It adds some volatility, which, one thing that I've said in my drafting guide is if you're already losing by this point, the best thing you can do is just flip it and make like a pick comp where you just look to scrap and snowball. And they do have like even 4 very, very snowbally champions. So their entire ideology with this draft now is we're going to make picks and we're going to snowball, and that's it. And if that doesn't work, the game's kind of over because they don't have any other win condition. And then FlyQuest, I think this is my favourite part of the draft, I think. Impact, one of the only people in NA that will actually bring out the Gangplank. Gangplank has a really good matchup in isolation into the Jax. He pretty much ignores Vi. He's outranging, again, the same things that makes FlyQuest draft overall so good into Team Liquid. It's like the same thing again, you know. The entire draft is outranging them, it's outscaling them. They are... it just looks unwinnable for blue here. I would give this like a 95-5 to red side. I really like what FlyQuest did this draft. I think it's my favourite draft so far from a team in pro play that I've seen, was this first one from FlyQuest. Yeah, I think they just clapped them. So TL has a Dom 1 Kia draft. Yeah, they do. But unfortunately, Yeon and Core JJ are not deft. And Kellen. Most importantly, Yeon is not deft. That's definitely not a thing. Alright, so that was the first draft. I'll do the second one at some point. I'm going to chill and have a drink and see where we're at with LCS for a second. Because we've still got 43 minutes. But I'm going to make a video on all these drafts anyway. I just thought it'd be something to do while we wait. What marks are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about fudge. Oh, it's the Fudge Cassante thing where he took Jax from his own base. Do you remember, Puzz? You remember when Fudge kidnapped, who was it? Who was Jax? Oh, it's Tenacity. Yeah, when Fudge kidnapped Tenacity from his other side of the lane. Yeah. What a champion. Okay, Mark Z talking about animation cancels on Cassante, though. My man. Oh, the fuck? I went from 11 viewers to 2. Guys, I know there's a game delay, but like, you're gonna kill my channel. Ah. Ah. I wonder, Foz, I wonder what the ratio of like game delays to not game delays is when I'm streaming them versus when I'm not streaming them. Because it feels like whenever I stream, there's delays. It's so annoying. NA always has them? Yeah, I guess. They do. Let's see. Oh, Moxie's banging on about the people that start with the Cassante ult and then just immediately die. It's been funny to watch those. Oh yeah, the Broken Blade one. Immediately ults, boom, dead. Well, if you just go in and just like tank them and disrupt them for like 5-10 seconds, and then ult, you actually don't lose any health. It's chat time. So the game delays because hardware issues are affecting player comms. So I wonder what's happened. Like, what's the hardware issue? I'll put this here. Don't really have anywhere else to put Epic Pen right now. I wonder how Fly does against a decent team. If they smash this one, they for sure run through everyone. Yeah, this game is the test. If they win this, I think the first... I think it's double round robin still in NA, right? So I think the first round robin, they just go 9-0. I was really struggling to say round robin there. I was saying some wound wobbins, I guess. Imagine someone chewed on cables. Yes. So, I mean, it's NA, bro. They just got hungry. There's no chicken nuggies. They had to eat cables instead. Oh, tired, man. And my back aches. Not even from carrying you in games, Foz. It aches because I pulled it doing pull-ups. I'm gonna make a coffee, I think. I'm gonna change this back to getting coffee BRB. Boom. Boom. Don't recall my carry games, invalid information. I'll have to find you the evidence at some point when I have more coffee. I'll be back soon. Enjoy Jack talking about some random nonsense. Yo! How are we doing? How are we doing? What are they talking about now? Oh, we're watching EDG now. How did we move on to LPL? Bro, they ran out of things to talk about in NA. It's been 36 minutes and they've ran out of things to talk about NA and they've moved on to LPL. Even people that are paid to talk about the LCS can't do it for more than 36 minutes, man. Ah, what a meme. That's as much as they could get through, I guess. 36 minutes of NA. 37 just can't be done. Let's change this back to 37-minute NA is too much, Bex. Yes. Game delay NA. Oh. I don't have enough monitors for this. I think I need to buy a third monitor. Ah, they've run out of things to talk about, so they're talking about hypothetical jungle paths that could have maybe happened in LPL, but didn't. They're really scraping the bottom of the barrel right now. Jesus. Oh, nice coffee, though. Lovely coffee. Who is this guy? Is this Busio or? Yeah, it's Busio. Okay. Bussy. That was a nice arrow. Oh, Yeon almost won that, bro. 80 carries. Hit by arrow, gets hit by barrel, almost wins. I think we need to buff Gangplank, honestly. Pussyo, what a name. That is a good name. 100 Thieves, Pussyo. This guy seems nice. Seems like a good guy, this Busio guy. We should put him on a team with Broxer. Just like all the really nice guys. They were saying that about Broken Blade as well. Before the Vitality game, they were building up to it and they were like, oh, but Broken Blade, you know, he's such a nice guy. We should get Broken Blade, Broxer, Busio. We should get me. Foz will confirm. I'm a very nice guy. I've already seen this Jojopian video. They're running down. They're replaying videos they've already played. Like, make it less obvious that you've run out of content, you know? What are they going to do next? Play the 2022 summer finals? Alright, I'm bored. I'm gonna go do some push-ups and pull-ups. And I don't know what else I'll do right now. I can't be bothered to go upstairs and get my dumbbells and shit. I'm just gonna do bodyweight stuff. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. BRB. Yo, Foz, you here? Any Fozlers in chat? Hello. Yo, Foz. I feel like this is the kind of thing you would know. You had to duel your grandma? Sorry, before I ask anything, please explain that one. You played a card game? Was it Yu-Gi-Oh? Playing Yu-Gi-Oh with your grandma? You didn't put her into submission? Not yet, bro. Your words, not mine. When was the game meant to start? It was meant to start at 10 PM UK time, so 51 minutes ago. But it's actually going to start in 9 minutes. Yeah, Foz. Are pull-ups meant to be harder than chin-ups? Like, you know, pull-ups are like overarm, right? And then chin-ups are like underarm? Or is my back just weak as fuck? Because chin-ups, so easy. Pull-ups, really fucking hard. Especially like the wider you put your hands on the bar. That shit's tough. For most people, chin-ups are harder. Chin-ups harder than pull-ups? I have it backwards. I have pull-ups harder than chin-ups. Or is that what you meant? I can just do way less pull-ups than I can do chin-ups as well. It's just easier to lift your body up. And chin-ups, yeah, I guess. I guess that makes sense because it uses your biceps, right? Which is something that you use a lot in just in general, like even when you're not lifting. Are we actually gonna start? Oh man. The music started, I was like, are we gonna start? A backwards pull-up is still a pull-up? What's a backwards pull-up? How do you do a pull-up backwards? You hanging on the bar by your feet? That shit sounds intense, bro. The other side of the bar? Yeah, I don't think it matters what side of the bar you're on. It matters whether you're... whether the palms of your hands are on the same side of the bar as you, or the opposite side. If they're on the opposite side, you're pulling up with your, like, with your biceps. If they're on the same side as you are, then you're pulling up with, like, mostly your back, I think. It's really good for your back muscles. Alright, let's get rid of this thingy. Let's put the schedule back on. Let's put the timer on. So, these are my predicted bans. KS is obviously Cassante, who's not on this app. If anyone knows an app that does what this does, where you can just like place things in with no time limit or anything and move them around, that'd be really handy if there's one that's got all the new champs on it as well. But yeah, I'm expecting Fly on blue will ban Cassante, Ash Heimerdinger maybe. I'm not so sure about this. There might also be Rise, there might be I don't know. Rise. There could be Karma. I don't think there will be, but I think there should be. I'm expecting Red to ban Caitlyn, Maokai, Yumi. It could also be Varus on blue. This is also possible. Don't think we should see anything outside of that. Oh, maybe we'll see like Elise. I hate Elise, but FlyQuest have banned it before, so maybe this comes in as well. I don't think there's anything else that I expect to be banned. Karma is also possible. These are all like the possibilities, I guess. I think it's possible that Jax eats a ban. That's definitely possible. So I'd expect the bans to be some combination of these 10. Stream so hype. I'm glad you're hyped, man. I've been hyped to watch this game for an hour, but it didn't want to start. So wondering why LCS has a pre-game show of multiple hours. It's the best stream north of London? That's not difficult, really, is it? Like, there's not a lot of the world that's north of London. And most of the world is south of London. Let's just include London as well. No, let's never include London in anything. I hate that city. Fuck London, man. No offense if anyone's from London. I just hate you all. It's nothing personal. I hate you all equally. Do you consider Iceland to be above north? I would have said that Iceland is north of London. Is it not? I feel like it's north of London. Is this just doxing where I live? Does it start? It does kind of start next to my house. It's a good job I zoomed out. It showed exactly where my... Yeah, it's up here, bro. It's miles up there. It's so far north. I was going to say, I've been there. I've been to Reykjavik. It was really nice. Really nice place. Are we finally going to start? Woo! Let's go! Oh, I'm freezing. Took my coat off to do push-ups and shit. And then I forgot to put it back on. It's so cold. Oh. Do. Oh, that guy, the C9 jersey, the Portillo guy. I was on a podcast with that guy. The Mateus guy. Yeah, I was on a podcast with C9 Mateus. He's a cool guy. I liked him. What do you think about the general state of drafting in pro play? It's getting a lot better. From what I've seen. It's not nearly as terrible. Wukong, there's Elise. It's C9 on red. Why did it not clear it? There we go. Wukong virus. So everything that I said should be banned so far is open. Literally all of it. Okay, Maokai. Maokai is banned. The other really big one is Caitlyn. I would not want to give Prince Caitlyn. Elise is broken, fight you. Elise is dog shit, bro. I will fight you on that. Sedge. Oh, Sedge is something that I should have mentioned as well. I've been forgetting about Sedge a lot today. This has got to be Caitlyn. It's got to be Caitlyn. If it's not, I want to see Prince on Caitlyn. Yo, that Diplex guy, every time I see his face, I just think it's sneaky. Every single time. Well, that's Caitlyn. So far, Flag West a winning draft. I don't know what to tell you. What makes Sejuani so high on Prio? I don't think he's particularly strong. She's extremely flexible in terms of being a multi-role flex and being able to play pick, engage, disengage, She can function within a poke comp as just like the follow-up engage. She can do everything, and she can play multiple roles, and that early in the draft is like really important. My headset turned itself off, so I have no sound whatsoever. There we go. And the Vi. You just go Morgana. Morgana and game's done. Morg. Oh my god, it's so easy to win the entire game. No, no, you don't know. Oh man. All you have to do is pick Morgana. Ah man. Oops, I didn't mean to clear it. Oh, that's so sad to see. That was a draft-winning Morgana on 2. Imagine you've got Morg here. FlyQuest, you're letting me down, bro. We got Gwen. I would imagine it's Gwen and Jax from FlyQuest. They're the 2 answers that we see into the Cassante. I would imagine that's what they're banning. Makes sense to ban junglers when so many are already off the table. It's kind of like what Captain Flowers is saying. But Captain Flowers is doing good here, actually. He's calling the Jax as well. Good shit from Flowers. Oh, Cassidon, okay. So I would imagine it's... Is it not just going to be Jax on 4? I don't know why you would blind your mid. It can be Fiora as well. Fiora's okay. How's Silas here? What are his options? I mean, Ash Arrow's really good. Fiora's pretty worthless. Jhin is meh. Vi's okay. The Silas is a bit weak. It's blind as well. A Mumu jungle. This is not something we see often. I mean, it's probably good. Like, good enough. It's probably good enough. So, FlyQuest, I think, let themselves down by not taking Morgana. I don't think you can go Ashe Vi into Caitlyn with Morgana open and expect to be able to play the game. So what did they pick on 5? Picked Akali? I don't... I feel like C9 have to snowball, right? Well, at least they have Fiora. The problem I'm seeing is outside of Fiora, literally nobody can kill Cassante. I think there's... Yeah, C9 can't kill them unless Fiora 1v9 is exactly what Bobek's saying. If Fiora's not ahead enough to kill Cassante, he just... The same for a Mumu. Only Fiora can kill a Mumu and Cassante here. So they've got to get something going. But they do have tools to get things going. The disappointing thing is that if this Lux was Morgana, they would not have tools to get things going, because the Vial suddenly doesn't do anything. The Ash Arrow can also be prevented. So I legit just changed this Lux for Morg, and it's already massive. So Speaker's starting chickens. They see him. I'm just excited to watch Prince. Timer? Yep, I'm very sorry. I am out of practice. Timer is coming. There you go. Timer is on. So, Sylas Akali, we saw it 1,000 times at Worlds. Akali favoured in lane, Sylas generally outscales. Well, this is the most aggressive Amumu I've ever seen in my life! Vikla should be way better than Diplex. I mean, yes, I would expect so. Vikla was very, very good in, like, he was like top 5, top 6, maybe, in Korea, so... So, with a Mumu going for that, I think it's somewhat risky, right? If he gets collapsed on, and Akali gets a kill or something. One thing that actually this draft gives me hope for FlyQuest for is that Speaker, this split, has been very, very good at playing to minimize activity. Like, he doesn't do anything, he hovers, and he makes it difficult for the enemy to do anything, but he doesn't force things. He's had like a really good understanding of what the win condition of his draft is, and he's been playing to it really well as a jungler, and I think that's like really nice to see, because a lot of junglers just want to force constantly, but Speaker's been really good at like playing with patience and playing to the condition of his drafts and like playing around his carries. He's just going to rush Bramble and go down 10 CS, which should auto win the game for Fly. Pretty much. As long as, like... he will try to be where Vi is, just to stop Vi doing things. When he was playing his Maokai games, he was really, really good at this. Now, I guess we'll see now how much of that was down to Maokai bringing extra vision control and information with saplings. Like, he's not going to have that on the Amumu. But it did seem that Speaker just understood where to be. I'm expecting him to just ignore these wolves and... yeah, so the reason he's ignoring these wolves and just running all the way bot is that his Kate Lux are about to be pushing a wave onto the turret, and you want to guard them on this. Well, it looked like they were from minimap. I can't actually tell anymore. It looks like it might have been shoved back. But from the minimap, it looked like his Kate Lux were going to be pushing, and that's why he wants to sprint down there and cover them. Oblivion Orb? Oh, the Oblivion Orb on Akali, yeah. Oh, not only is it Oblivion Orb, but it's... oh, Speaker! Oh! Oh my god! What a scrap! Okay, I mean, it's really over. You can't lose this 2v2 with Cloud9's draft. Yeah, it's done. It's done. The game's done. The game's actually done. Vikla. I mean, he missed the Akali ult too, but the rest of it he played really clean. Speaker played really clean as well, landed all his bandage tosses. Nice from FlyQuest. The thing is, if they shit on C9 here, it's like Foss said earlier, if they shit on C9, they're just gonna... this is the only test. They're just gonna shit on everyone. If this is what it looks like against the other team that's beating everyone, like... They're just gonna run this league, which is quite scary for international because they're not gonna get tested. But their potential is so high. But it does worry me that this region is not enough of a test for them, and when they go international, they won't be ready. Imagine having Alternator instead of Oblivion Orb. Yeah. I think Silas would just die. Like, towards the start. So, Impact is chilling. He's down a little bit of CS, but he's chilling. He's been counterpicked. They need to put Prince in a cryo chamber until MSI. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Prince is so good that I think Prince is the best import a Western region has ever had, and the only other candidate is like Bo. But I think Prince is better. Maybe. Maybe Bo. It's close. But like the level of player that Prince is just crazy. It's okay for FlyQuest to give First Dragon. Doesn't really accomplish too much. They're going to come online at like 2 items. So they can even give second. I'm afraid to say, but I wouldn't put myself over Prince. The other Bo, my friend. The other Bo. Which Western team you think is going to perform best at MSI? I have a feeling it's going to be FlyQuest. I think it's hard to say between Vitality and G2. Probably Vitality. The thing I'm worried about is we have the AD carry update coming, right? It's not live right now for pro play, but the AD carry itemization update's coming, which is going to make AD carries like really strong, spiking at 2 items, and whichever AD carry can win lane and get to 2 items faster is going to be like dictating a lot of the pace of the game. And Neon has not been good. He's been the weakest member of Vitality by far, in my opinion. Whereas Prince is still looking like one of the best AD carries in the world. And Hansama has looked pretty solid as well. Really good Draven. I think Draven with second item Infinity Edge coming is going to be ridiculously high priority for the teams that can play him. So I think that gives an edge to G2 on FlyQuest, particularly FlyQuest, with Prince, obviously. No, Impact has TP. He's fine to just... I think Fudge could have just let the wave come towards him, unless he's also looking for a base. Maybe he has Sunderer. The really big spike for the Fiora in this matchup when he completes his Sunderer is probably the biggest spike. It allows him to just take these really quick short trades that always benefit him. Oh, with a plate he should have Sunderer, I think. 105 CS, 2 plates. Sounds like Sunderer. Yeah, Fudge has been really good this season. Really good. What do you think about Rod of Ages Silas, Foz? I think we talked about it actually, right? You were saying that you just think Everfrost is better? You kept saying he'd be better than Tenacity Someday Impact and was getting called crazy. I think Impact has also been really good, but Tenacity and Someday, I agree, Fudge is just considerably better. But Impact is also having a very good split. His Gangplank... Okay, I'm a big Gangplank player, right? I've watched Impact in the past and thought that his Gangplank mechanics were, like, not challenger pro play tier. I was watching his Gangplank this year. He's gotten so much better at Gangplank. Like, his one-part barrel combos, his passive resets, everything was so clean. I think Impact's having a really good split as well. And, like, right now, it looks like Fudge is shitting on him. He kind of is. But Fudge is playing the counter pick here. I think Someday is just not that good. Gotta stop talking to 100 Thieves fans, they're crazy. Someday fell off quite hard. Was it 2 years ago? Maybe? It was actually when he got the new 100 Thieves roster that was really solid. The Someday was really, really good for the first few years that he came to NA. And then NA got him. But I think when he first came to NA, he was, like, crazy good. He's just, honestly, I feel like there's only 2 people that have really weathered, like, Korean imports that have really weathered the storm of NA decline, and it's, like, Impact and Core JJ. The rest of them, it just gets them. Is there anyone else that NA hasn't gotten? For how hard this game is supposed to be for C9, they're playing pretty good. I don't think so. Like, the reason this game's hard for C9 is that they're getting massively outscaled, and they have to win in 15 minutes. So from now on, I think it will just be a complete FlyQuest stomp. Every objective, every fight they should win. They'll start winning. The only thing they won't win is the side lane with Fiora Cassante, and outside of that, everything else will be all FlyQuest. Yeah, like Cloud9 had a slight advantage early where they could make something happen. Now that's gone, and now there's just nothing. It looks really doomed now. Like, they physically do not have the damage to kill Cassante Amumu, and Silas is becoming a monster. You agree that you expected them to in early game? I mean, I don't think Cloud9's a bad team. So yeah, if FlyQuest do this, they just go to an objective and C9 have to run at them and get through Caitlyn traps and somehow walk through Cassante Amumu while Caitlyn's hitting them from Narnia and Lux is hitting them from Narnia, and they've got like Silas on a flank. I don't see what they can do with their draft. But the part that I don't like... Oh, Fudge! Fudgy! Yeah, it doesn't matter. It does not matter, but Fudge was doing good there. He was doing well, bless him. He was trying. After Max left as coach, they just have such bad drafts. I can't remember many of their other drafts from this season, but I might have a look at some point. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, what disappointed me is that FlyQuest didn't do particularly good in this draft. It's just that Cloud9 griefed it. Whereas their drafting's been really good. What are my thoughts on Armut? I haven't been watching him on Dignitas, so I don't know how he's playing. But, I mean, obviously I had the same opinion as everyone else, that he was very heavily crutched by his champion pool, being, like, 2 champions. I think 3. I think you could say that Armut is, like, comfortable on Wukong, Gnar, and Aatrox. Okay, so I mean, it's really good that they get the shutdown onto Silas. It's very unfortunate that of all people, it goes onto Vi. FlyQuest, you do not need to take this fight. Like, one thing that I don't like is seeing the team that wants to just slowly control all the objectives and bleed out the early game team looking for fights in the enemy jungle like that. Gnar has been banned in every game and he died level 1 in one of his games. That sounds rough, my dude. That does not sound good. Yeah, there's no need for FlyQuest to look for that fight. They're getting a bit greedy, they're getting a bit, you know... And the best thing they can do in a region where maybe they won't get challenged, maybe like flipping things mechanically will keep them in form, but I think it's better practice for them to go international to try and keep things as clean as possible. So slight mistake from FlyQuest. But Amumu now has Radiant Virtue, which he didn't have there. Yeah, Captain Flowers just said the same thing I said. The 5v5 is so much harder for FlyQuest now. They've now got to get through Radiant Virtue healing the entire team as well. It's so difficult for blue. For red, sorry. It's because Cloud9's logo is blue. I call them blue. What are they doing? What are we fighting for here? Like, I would expect them to be at Drake, but they get Baron because we fought in the topside jungle for... Maybe I just don't get it. I think the downside of flipping random fights is you also kind of expose yourself internationally. If you make every game look effortless and play slow, you don't have to show your actual playbook. That's kind of true, yeah. That is true. But like, oh my... Flyer just dunking on the entire region. I would be interested to see FlyQuest in LCK. I wonder where they would place. Definitely below Genji, Dom1, T1. Probably below Live Sandbox. Probably below KT. I feel like teams like KT and Hanwha have much more potential than FlyQuest, but FlyQuest are playing well right now, so... Like 5 or 6? Yeah, that seems reasonable. 5 or 6. I don't think they... 5 or 6 seems reasonable because I think the top 4 in LCK right now, which is Genji, T1, Dom1, Sandbox. Like, Sandbox are surprisingly solid. Like, really solid for some reason, which no one really expected. But those 4 are really, really good. Didn't see the Vi build? Yeah, it's very standard. Obviously, I don't think it should be. I think, especially here, where you don't have the damage to kill the tanks, Vi going Black Cleaver instead of Kempunk brings so much to your team. Fudge is just dead. Also, it's quite funny that FlyQuest roll Mountain Soul in a game where the problem Cloud9 have is that they can't physically kill the tanks. I mean, Speaker entered there. Like, he's just in the river for no reason. But Vikler's trading tower on top side. Vikler is insanely fed now. Second tier turrets give a ton of gold, and when one person gets it all to themselves, like Vikler, I would imagine is going to go for Death Cap now. They're mostly AD, and Akali already double dipped on Grievous. Yeah, exactly. Like, but yeah, like Jin, the Poke Ash, and Vi and Akali into Mountain Soul, Cassante, and Mumu. Like, they just can't kill them. And also Silas. They don't have enough burst to kill Silas, so he just heals through everything. It does look like Vikler is going for Death Cap now, with that huge injection of gold he just picked up. Impact, as you can see, is just stacking armor. Like, he literally has only built armor this game, not even 1 point of magic resist. He's happy to just ignore the fact that Akali exists and never die. If that Silas stolen Ash ult hit, it would have absolutely clapped him. Always such a weird spot. They're all damage champs, but it's only single target anti-squishy. Yeah, that's kind of the problem with Jhin. A lot of drafts, like if you look at FlyQuest's draft, it's kind of similar, but Caitlyn brings a lot of DPS. And like Jhin not bringing that is why I don't really like Jhin. Why does my headset keep turning itself off? How should C9 fix their draft? Not pick Vi and not pick Jin. Is definitely so. I would go like Ashe, Maokai's ban, Sedge's ban, maybe Ashe Cassante. And then this would be Jax, Lux. I mean, they should ban Caitlyn as well. There's a lot of things wrong with C9's draft. All the way back to the bans. I think Caitlyn has to be banned on red side. Felt really bad from Ashe R1. I like Ashe. Ashe with anything still losing to Kate Lux. Not to Kate Lux, no. Ashe Karma should beat them. I think you need Morgana to... Well, not beat them, but like outscale them and survive. I think they should pick... Oh, they should just go Ashe Karma 1-2. Yeah, Ashe Karma and then maybe Cassante 3 if it doesn't get picked. They can't go Varus Karma because Varus is banned, but I like Ashe Karma. Amumu just won't die. He can tank this all year if he wants to. Oh, that was a really nice ult from Speaker. You guys see that? He ulted Diplex through the wall so that Diplex couldn't get in. That was really nice. That was cool. He like stood right on the wall so that he could ult Diplex through it. Um, I definitely expected Riot to hotfix Caitlyn during drafting phase. Feels like a stall lane lose game combo to me, but maybe Lux loses value to Karma if she has a jungler that wants enchanting. Yeah, so one thing the Karma opens up is Olaf, and I think Karma Olaf is really, really good into Kate Lux. Like, the Lux is just dead to Olaf, and the Caitlyn doesn't really have the damage to kill him through the shields and the healing and everything. But Vi is just... Ugh. But like you said, it forces them into engaging into Kate, but the worst thing is that if they go Ashe Vi, they can just go Morgana on 2, and then Viol doesn't do anything. And then Caitlyn Morgana, obviously, like, we all know Caitlyn Morgana is also a thing, as well as Caitlyn Lux. So FlyQuest just shat on them in-game and in draft. Well, I think C9 shat on themselves in draft, really, but... Yeah, Lux is really, really powerful. It's just the Morgana completely denies everything that Vi does. You basically make it a 4v5. That was a really really hard stomp compared to what I was expecting. But I mean, FlyQuest, I don't know. I guess they go 18-0. I'm not particularly convinced the rest of the games are going to be any good. We'll see what happens with the next one. If it's really boring, I might just stop streaming. But I'm going to be back in a bit. I'm putting this on. Let's change it to BRB. I'll just put that. There you go. I'll be back in a sec. Hello. What we got? That's not what I meant to do. I wanted to turn this off, not that on. Dig EG? Kinda boring, no? I mean, I guess we can watch Armor. See what we think of Armor. We're rooting against 100T for sure. Oh no, what did 100T do wrong? What did 100T do while I was gone? Alright, we'll do a draft review. The draft, at least, you know, doesn't depend on the players too much, apart from the fact that Armut's in the game. Pen, clear the Cassante, get rid of these bans. So we've got Ashe ban. Obviously, I think Elise ban is bad. Caitlyn ban on blue side shows like insecurity or incompetence or whatever you want to call it from your AD carry, an unwillingness to play Caitlyn. Maokai is open is one thing that I think is like really pivotal for B1. The other one is Karma. Karma I think is really crazy on B1. Ashe is banned, Varus is open, Sejuani is open, Heimerdinger is open, Maokai gone. Maokai is the big one. I'm not surprised to see that disappear. Bjergsen robbed me? Oh no! What did he take? I hope he didn't take anything too valuable. I don't think I have anything that valuable, to be honest. Lulu on 1. That's a really strange angle. I guess they're expecting EG to go Lucian Nami. This is like a preemptive Lulu, I guess. But yeah, I would just go Varus Karma. I think if you go Varus Karma now, you're winning really hard. Oh yeah, Varus Sedge. I like Varus Sedge too. It's like Varus Karma, but actually better because they're probably not going to pick Karma with Lulu already. So you get yourself the Sedge flex and then you get the Karma flex. You end up with Varus, Sedge, Karma, and blue side are looking really nice. Obviously Zeri, Lulu, good. I just think Varus Karma have so much pressure. It's like what Lucian Nami wants to do, but it actually does it. Cassante, I would expect like a Gwen or Jax into it. I don't know whether Sunday's comfortable on the Fiora. Alright, Sunday is comfortable on the Fiora. The thing is, I don't think you needed to pick this here. I think what you can do is pick the Karma. I think Karma's really, really good. Gives you a solid bot lane. I think Dig should now definitely ban Karma. And then what you do is you say, okay, well, Dig, you cannot ban Jax, Gwen, and Fiora. And I think they should be happy with either of them. Mog Jungle is legit here for Dig. It's okay. It doesn't shit on the draft as hard as it would if it was like Vi or something, but it's reasonable. The part of the strength of Morg Jungle is what it does for your draft, but you've already got Lulu, so you lose the flex there. Silas ban? They really should ban Karma. Like, also, picking the Fiora here breaks your flex with the Sedge. I don't think there's any reason to pick top yet. I would pick Fiora or basically whichever they don't ban. Vi and Ori. I mean, Vi... Again, what does Vi do here that something like Nocturne wouldn't just do better? Also, Vi into Fiora, like, that's just a target that she's never going to ult. Very strange. Azir, like I said before, it's probably my favourite blind mid laner. The other one is maybe Victor, which we're seeing in response. I think Victor's a reasonable response to Azir. Brings the range. Honestly, the drafts are pretty even right now. Like, Lulumo can flex mid, but maybe I'm thinking too hard. Maybe they can. I think you need a jungler like Olaf, then. I think Wukong struggles to do anything into anyone except Varus here. I think Wukong is not good here. I think if they'd pick something... What would I pick in jungle? Maybe I'd even go for the Olaf, just with the Lulu, instead of Karma. Rakan makes very little sense. I don't like the Rakan at all. I think this should just be Karma. If R5 was Karma, I think it would be an EG demolition. Because it's not, do I think EG lose now? In terms of draft? You know what? I think they do. I think Dig slightly win draft. Because Rakan is just... Rakan is just... It's not it. You're picking a champion that's reliant on engaging. 60-40 dig draft, but 70-30 with players in mind. Yeah, I'm not thinking about players at all, but I think it's like a 60-40 dig, yeah. I agree with you. It's like slightly dig favoured. EG can certainly win this game. The draft is not terrible. If Rakan was Karma, I think it would be 60-40 EG. Yeah, I mean, if you want to predict EG to win 70-30 because of player diff, that makes a lot of sense. The players are definitely better. I wonder what Armut's like on Cassante. Has he played it? He played it into Ornn and looked mediocre. Okay. That's better than looking terrible. I haven't been watching EG now. Right, listen, Bowick, I'm not gonna lie to you, mate. The quality of my stream from the end of the FlyQuest game to this game has drastically declined. Now, the draft review I focused on. The game, I'm not paying any attention. One, because it's Dignitas versus Evil Geniuses, and I simply don't care. And two, because if you could see the girl that is messaging me on WhatsApp right now, you wouldn't be watching either, bro. I'm not gonna lie. She was watching my stream earlier. I hope she's not watching me talk about her like this, but like, Jesus Christ, she's gorgeous, bro. Just wanted to give me something to do. Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm chilling. I don't think she's watching. She's not particularly interested in League. But she stopped by to have a look what I was doing. She was watching me do the first draft review that we did during the game delay. Yeah, I guess I'm one of the viewers. Because I have my... I don't think my streaming software counts as a viewer, but I also have my YouTube studio open. I think that does. Aha! Yo, Braden Hall, by any chance, are you also a very attractive girl called Talia? Yeah, yeah, exactly. Her name was Braden the whole time. You catfishing me, bro. Alright, well, I mean, Um, is it at least you in the pictures, or is it just all a lie? You know? Talia is a nice champion, I agree. Alright, see you later, folks. Bad cans to the WhatsApp account included jumping on a moving rock wall and sliding halfway across the country. You know, I thought it was weird, but yeah, it does, bro. Everyone has their hobbies, true. I'm sorry, bro. I do be. I really do be. Oh. Oh no, man, that's not a thing. We were talking, and just like having a chat. Didn't really get too much further than just having a chat. We, exchanged pictures of ourselves, not just like selfies, not that kind of picture. Just so we could see what each other looked like, and things were fine. And then, she's cute, and then and then she just publicly in this Discord server that we're all in starts asking me to buy her skins, and I'm like, bro, this is not where I wanted this to go. So I jumped off that one. The kitten roll in Discord. There's a kitten roll? There's the Ryan hater roll in my Discord. It doesn't actually say that. So the reason she has the Ryan hater roll is that one of the admins in my chat, who's one of my good friends, Ryan, I'm actually going to his house for his birthday in just over a week. But she hates him for some reason. And in the other Discord server that I met her in, where it's kind of like Ryan's server, I guess. Ryan's a moderator in it. She has the Ryan hater role, and it's pink. So I just duplicated the role and gave it to her in my server as well, because I think it's funny that she hates him. The girl having pink unique role, yeah, fair enough. I see how it looks, to be fair. But like, I'm not talking to her like that anymore. But I'm not gonna like kick her from my server or remove her role or anything. Like, you can just sit there. I don't mind. Also, to draft once a week. Yes, bro. That's the way. Yeah, I mean, it's games like this that really make you... Like, the last game, the draft really mattered. This game, it just doesn't, you know? Like, as a draft content creator, watching games like this is just like, why does my channel exist? But then you watch the FlyQuest C9 one, and you're like, this is why. Yeah, pretty much. Right, I'm gonna stop streaming because I think we all know that nothing's gonna get done. But I'll be back tomorrow, not live. Well, I might be live tomorrow, but I'm gonna make a video tomorrow about FlyQuest drafts. All four of them have been interesting. The first one I think was really good. The third one I think was pretty bad, and this one they flunked into a huge win. So it'll be an interesting video to make. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Yeah, I think they won every draft except the third game. So yeah. See you later, man.